Hey, welcome. Yeah, it was Marvel Legends Day, and you know what? I am going to talk about them. You know why? Because it's just the greatest thing in the world to lay off 1,000 people, and then the next day talk about your new products. Tone deaf, man. Tone deaf. But actually, the day before, X-Men '97 Wave 2 got released. I'm shocked and bemused that there is a Wave 2. That's all I'm saying. So, we have Magneto in his worst outfit ever. I don't understand what's up with the big long gloves on his sleeves and the bare shoulders. Really looks like an evening gown thing. I don't know. Magneto never struck me as being in that kind of a vein, but I mean, I'm not going to judge. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I've just never liked that Magneto costume. It's the big M on the chest and everything. It's just weird. Executioner. I never liked that character, and I don't understand people that do. I'll say it that way. Pass, pass. Okay, Gene and Scott. I'm gonna lump these two together because you know what? We just had these turned out, and it's like, why are you giving us another one? Okay, the nifty thing is the Cyclops at least has the plug-in eye blast. I don't hate that, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, we've done that before with other Cyclopses, so I suppose some people will love it. Okay, that's cool. But it's not something that makes me want to pick him up. Okay, it's kind of the same thing with Wolverine. Yeah, they have the yeah, I know the animated line has the cell shading, but you know what? It's really not that bad. People really are freaking out over nothing. I set them beside my regular figures, and no, you can't notice a difference. So buying these anime figures with the funky head that looks, I don't know, cartoonish, doesn't seem like a job for me. And I could be wrong here, but it almost looks like Jean is less detailed than the VHS animated one. I might be wrong on that. Well, might be totally out based, but just looking at her, I think that's the case. It's the pouches thing. It's were a big deal in the '90s. So moving on to some I like. Okay, Goblin Queen. I kind of love how they said, "Oh, we didn't know the Goblin Queen was gonna be in X-Men '97 until after the infamous Engine of Greed." But okay, fine. She's not in the same outfit. This is rather conservative for the Goblin Queen. I'm on the fence, thinking maybe. She doesn't look terrible. She's obviously influenced by the cartoon, which has gone a more conservative route with her outfit. So I can dig that. I think a lot of people are really freaking out about the outfit, and it's like, guys, it's a cartoon. That's what they're going to do. I'm going to keep the aesthetic of the '90s and keep it kind of tame. Because let's face it, her outfit in the comics is pretty much rags anyway. It's a tough one. It's not a terrible figure, though. I mean, it's a really good figure. So I'm debating it. But the one I definitely am going to get, he's this, probably the top of my mutants list for the past 2 years, Nightcrawler. So finally, we get a Nightcrawler. I'm not a huge fan of the shadows on the face, but you know what? That's okay. I'll let that go because it's Nightcrawler. And it is a good enough face that I can go with. I've seen worse. Lots worse. Speaking of worse, let's go over to the 50th anniversary of Wolverine. Let me get this out of the way. No damn brown costume Wolverine. What they did do is they trolled me and put the brown costume Wolverine in an infected brood body. I am speaking as a person. That cover of X-Men is one of my all-time favorite colors of X-Men. I never wanted a figure of that because that is just ridiculous to have as an action figure. It's Wolverine's 50th anniversary. Give us brown costume Wolverine. Duh. That's the only one left. Oh, wait, that's why they're not doing it. And he comes with Lalandra, which some people are excited about. I could give two rats' ass hairs about because I just don't. I literally don't. Okay, moving on. They did the expected Hulk Wolverine in the suits. from Wolverine 8. It's good. It's not terrible. I'm not going to complain about it, but it's not something I'm going to buy. I don't hate it. I don't love it either. It's just not something I need in my collection. So I'm not even going to bother with it. I know some people will love it and like, oh boy, I have that iconic cover. And I'm like, I like that cover. I don't hate these figures. I mean, I think for what they are, they're good. I just don't want it. That's simple. What I did want, what I'm not getting, is a Psylocke from the Outback X-Men years. Instead, I'm getting that blue thing that we got after the X-Men years, X-Men Outback years. That is just way off from what she was. And I never liked this version of Psylocke. This version of Wolverine, I had him in the Marvel Universe line because I wanted Silver Samurai and they were in a pack together. And yeah, I hated that Wolverine. That was like one of the first Wolverines I sold off. I mean, my Marvel Universe collection is not complete because there were some duds that I just ended up selling to get rid of. And that was one. The one that's okay is Sabretooth. Everybody's getting their Sabretooth finally. Big ass Sabretooth in the big ass outfit. I don't know about this one. I think maybe I will get it just to have him in my Brotherhood of Mutants. But I don't want that Wolverine with a cowboy hat. I hate that look. I just hate it. Decisions. Decisions. Why do these have to be in 2-packs? That's my problem. Why do they have to be in 2-packs? This could have been a wave and it would have been much easier for everyone in life. But no! Let's make it a 2-packs. They also revealed some Captain America exclusives. First, Sam Wilson Captain America, aka Falcon Captain America. Well, it makes sense. They just had Buck Captain America as a Walmart exclusive. Now let's have Sam Wilson Captain America as a Target exclusive. And this time, at least, he has wings. The last time they brought him out, he didn't. I like the idea of Falcon being Captain America. I think that fit. I thought the way they wrote it was terrible. So this one's a probably list. They also have a lot of people call this Hydra Captain America. It's not really Hydra Captain America, but he was still posing as being part of America. I have this one in the Marvel Universe line too, by the way. It's an okay figure. It's not the best look for Cap. Plus, it's a Walmart exclusive. We know how those go. So, my thing is, if I get a chance, maybe. But I'm not going to seek this one out. Not like I did Bucky Cap. Bucky Cap was a must-have, but this one is not a must-have to me. All right, to the tail end we go. Let me just get Red Widow out of the way. Red Widow sucks. That's stupid, and I don't care. I know she was part of the Winter Guard, but I just don't care. She's not my Winter Guard. My Soviet super soldiers. Okay? That's one if I see it at Ollie's. That's one of the see it Ollie's ones. Then I'd consider it. But not at the prices they're shoving out right now. And then, of course, people keep saying Archangel. And I almost said it because people keep saying it. And it's actually Angel, not Archangel. Thank you very much. Archangel was not Archangel until his wings were turned into metal by Apocalypse. Thank you. Quit being a non-nerd. Anyway, first time I saw it, I was like, oh, cool. And then I got to looking at him, and I'm like, wait a minute. Now, here's my thing. I'm going to piss some people off with this one. This Angel is not much different than the Angel from the Marvel Universe line. Those wings are almost the exact same articulation. I was really surprised by that. It didn't dawn on me until I was looking at the pictures. Like, whoa, wait a minute. And the weird thing is, there's no butterfly joints on him. What the hell are you doing putting out an Angel figure with no butterfly joints? And this is at least new-ish tooling because you can see the lack of pins. Huh. And I got a feeling this one's going to cost. They said this is going to be deluxe. How much are their deluxes lately? The wings are not big enough to warrant a deluxe price. I really think I may pass on that. I mean, at least with Archangel, and he was a deluxe, you got so much crap. I mean, he had 3 swappable heads, swappable hands, a piece for Apocalypse. I mean, he had a bunch of stuff. I guarantee you'll be lucky if this guy has swappable hands. Guarantee it. Okay, and then they had a tease for somebody. And it was a little bit of fire, and everybody's going, Ghost Rider! I don't think they're that smart. I mean, look at the last Ghost Rider. It's a good figure by itself. But come on, they didn't put the bike with him. And they're not going to put the bike with him. Come on. You guys, I'm not even sure anybody on Marvel knows who Dan Keesh is at this point. You know, they only know Johnny Blaze. Because they've done Johnny Blaze 3 times. And they've not done Dan Keesh once. Which is ridiculous. So, that tells you something. Anyway, that was Marvel Legends. The only other thing I can think of is, oh, well, I'll say that for another time. Anyway, thanks for watching. Excelsior! Shit! That one, yeah, that belongs to Stanley. I can't take that one. Man, I really need to work on my tagline. Have a good one.